Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Linda's Plants Review. Today I'm going, what you have in front of you are 3 different plants. This is a regular Kalanchoe or Kalanchoe. Either pronunciation, I guess, is acceptable from the research I've done over the past several years, but I call them both. This one I can't remember. I don't know what the other part of the name of it is on here. This was given to me as a gift from a friend and as a cutting, and as you can see it's grown quite a bit and it's very healthy. This was from Suzette, actually. Came in a box with a lot of other cuttings she gave me a while back, and as you can see, this plant has got aerial roots. Now, that is the main reason why I'm showing you this video, because this one I got from my granddaughter. This is what started my plant craze all over again. She gave me a little tiny one in a little terracotta pot one time when I was sick. And I didn't know what it was, and I looked it up on YouTube, and you guys have heard the rest of that story. It's really because of this plant that I'm in front of you today, which maybe we'll go into that again someday. But anyways, so this is the Kalanchoe Tomentosa Panda ear. You can see the brown spots, the brown edges on it, and hence the name Panda ear. This one also has aerial roots. Hopefully you guys can see that. They're pretty fine, so I'm hoping they'll come up on the camera. This one I purchased when I saw this one at Stein's Garden Center. I fell in love with it. This is also the Kalanchoe Tomentosa Chocolate Soldier. It's a little bit darker green, and as you can see, the brown is a little more pronounced on it. And I've seen them even more brown than this. These are just lovely little plants. I think they're just fun. They're fun to look at, and they're pretty and they're cute all at the same time. They are all succulents, and they all grow in bright light. And you don't want to overwater these. So therefore I tend to underwater once again, and because of that I have a few brown leaves like this one I have to pull off. So, but here's the thing, these get overwatered very easily, and once you overwater them there is no going back. So I'd rather err on the underwater side, and yes, I need to be paying closer attention. I've got these in my south window, and there are other plants between these and myself that I have to go around to get at these. So it makes it a little more difficult for me to water them. I'm making excuses, I know, but it's the truth, I promise. That's what happens. But I wanted to show you this because I've never had this happen before, where I've gotten these aerial roots, and I've been in a position before where I have underwatered. So this is a first for me, and the fact that all 3 of them are getting these is just, it's kind of odd. So I thought I'd bring it to your attention. If anybody has any, look at the length of these. If anybody has any ideas as to why this would happen this year and never before, let me know. But I did do some research, and there's a handful of different reasons as to why this happens. Some people say it's because they're underwatered, they're looking for water. That may be, but like I said, I've underwatered this one before and I've never had that happen. The other explanation that they have on the internet is that they're getting ready to reproduce. They're getting ready to drop their leaves, so they're forming these roots so that when they hit the ground, they will root themselves. Okay, I guess I can believe that too. the other explanation I heard is that they are rootbound, or some people say potbound. And I could believe that maybe with this one, because I do believe this is potbound, but not with this one. These are cuttings, and I can almost guarantee you if I take this out of the pot, it is not potbound. And in past experience, I noticed that if I repot this too early, she acts up on me. They like to be snug in the pot. At least my experience has been that. So I'm going to let you all figure out what the real truth is behind that. I'm sure there's somebody out there that maybe is a botanist or a horticulturalist that can explain the true reason behind these crazy aerial roots. But I do want to show you this too, and it's I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It's not connected. Okay. This is an excellent way to make cuttings of not only these, but of jade plants and all kinds of succulents. Your echeveria and those types of succulents too. They root so easily from the ends of the leaves. But the key is that you got to have a lot of water in the leaf to begin with. And I do have a tray started, and I showed you that not too long ago, of my Black Knight, which is, I believe, from the echeveria family, but that is also a succulent. And that one is they're getting those roots. So I have to figure out what to do with those, because I have scores of them, many of them that are getting roots, and I don't have the room to plant them all up as individual pots. So I got to figure something out with that. But I wanted to bring this to you and show you these gorgeous little plants. Well, they're not so little anymore, but I just love them, and I was perplexed. Susie and I were talking the other day about the aerial roots. She actually brought it up first. I said, yeah, mine are doing that too, and I've never seen that before. So I don't know what's happening, but there it is. And like I said, I've had these plants for several years, and it's never done that before. So I don't know. Okay, and I'm going to water these real good before I put them back. Before I let you guys go, I want to show you one of my birthday gifts. Now, you're probably going to say, well, what the heck is that? What does that got to do with plants? Well, I'm going to tell you. For a long time, well, I still do have a craft room, and in that craft room I have a very, very sturdy, custom made by my sister wall with pegboard with shelving and hooks, and where I keep all of my tools, because my husband is a gearhead, and whenever I needed a tool and I went out in the garage, it always had grease on it, and I hated that. So I decided I wanted a drill of my own, which he gave me. When he got a bigger, more powerful one, he gave me his old one. And I always kept that in the house. I keep all my tools in my craft room, and if he uses them when he's in here, he has better put them back. Otherwise, you know what us wives do. And so I this year, I asked him, I said, and we don't really exchange gifts anymore. You get to be our age, there's really nothing that you need or want, and most things that you need, you probably want to pick out yourself, because the older you get, the more particular you get about things like clothing and things like that. So we just really stopped doing that. But every once in a while, I'll get him something special, and vice versa. So this year I said, I don't know if you're planning on getting me anything for my birthday, but if you are, what I really, really want is a new drill. My other drill is dead. I couldn't, you've heard me say many times on my videos that I couldn't use the pot I wanted to use because he was at work and there were no drainage holes. And when I tried to drill a hole, my drill would die. I'd have it sitting on the battery charger overnight. So it was fully charged, and I'd barely get through a hole, sometimes not even, and it would stop working. So that was kind of frustrating. So I finally just said, you know, I just need a new drill. So he looked around, and he thought he found one, and then we talked about it, and he said, well, I'm going to go get that for you from whatever store he found it at. And then when he went to look at it again, I don't know what was different about when he went back, but he said, because I had told him I found one on the internet, and I said, I would like to order that, and it's on sale. And so when he came back home that night, he said, just go ahead and order that drill that you wanted to get. I said, okay. So I went on Amazon, and I ordered this little beauty. And I am so excited to use her. I'm gonna take it apart and plug it in. But what I like about it is it's got 2 batteries, folks. So when one is charging, the other one, when one's on the drill, the other one's charging. So if I have a big project, which I don't foresee me doing any big projects in the very near future, but you just never know. And look, you see on the bottom, there's one battery, and then here's the extra battery. So it's got 2 batteries, and then it's got the charger. Then in addition to that, it's also got it has a pretty good array of drill bits. Now, you know, you can buy these are pretty cheap. You can buy these just about anywhere at any hardware store. I really don't believe that I have a diamond bit drill in this, because I think it would say so if there was. I'll have to look at the instructions. But I did want to mention that if you tried to drill into glass or glazed ceramic, you really want to use a diamond bit, because that'll decrease your chances of cracking the vessel that you're trying to drill the hole in. And my husband does have one of those on his drill outside. So whenever he drills those holes for me, he usually takes a little thing of water, and he keeps a little water on it, and then he uses the diamond bit drill for the glass and plastic. But I don't think I'd have the strength, to be honest with you, to drill in those myself anyway right now because of my arms. But if that day ever comes, I can just buy my own diamond bit drill and drill bit and keep it in here. But isn't she cute? I just think this is so cute. And it's pink. So it's definitely a woman's drill, right? Oh boy, now I'm going to get comments on that probably. Please, people, don't. Please don't. I'm 67 years old, and in my world, pink is still for girls and blue is still for boys. If you don't agree with me, that's okay. We'll just agree to disagree. And in fact, when my daughter was born, I didn't want a pink room because everybody did that. I made hers yellow. So everybody has their own thing, but I just thought for me, this is it distinguishes between my husband's drill and mine, okay? There's no way I'm letting him put his greasy hands on this pink drill because it won't come off. And if he heard me saying that, he would laugh. So anyway, the other thing is my daughter loves pink tools. And I've already purchased, I believe, some screwdrivers or maybe a hammer or something in pink for her years ago. So I told her about this, and I said, honey, I want to order one of these for you for your birthday. I said, would you still want it? Oh, yes, Mom. Of course I would want it. So I ordered one for her, too. So if you're watching, honey, this is it. This is what you're getting for your birthday, and you already knew that, so it's not a surprise, but it's on its way. I got it from Amazon. So, okay, I hope y'all didn't think I was weird for sharing that with you, but I was so excited about it, and I don't really, like I said, I don't need anything. I don't, this to me is a wonderful, wonderful present. I love tools. I love, my craft room is full of all kinds of, when my husband and I are in the tool aisle, we're always looking at each other and kind of, you know, I'll say, oh, this is, what is this for? So I've always been that way. Even as a kid, I was always kind of a little bit of a tomboy, and I used to love to have my own stuff when it came to tools. So nothing's changed there. I'll probably be that way till I die, but that's okay too. All right, well, folks, I'm going to wrap this up here. I know it's a short video, and some of you are going to go, oh, good. And others of you will say, oh, I wish it was longer. But like I said before, I'm trying to keep everybody happy, and some videos will be long, some will be short. But in the meantime, I love you all. I appreciate so much your support. So happy to have this outlet in my life and have a purpose, especially right now at this time of year. It's hard. You know, a lot of people are suffering because of the COVID thing, and I get it. I have been pretty much locked in my house for several years. I cannot drive, I cannot walk, and it's very frustrating, especially when you're used to working. And I was a very, very busy real estate agent just a few years ago. So I get it, people. I really do get it. And I just hope and pray that this is going to be over soon and we can get back to normal life and get out and about. And then maybe I can go shopping again and pick out some things that I can share with my viewers. But in the meantime, I'm so grateful for all of you. I'm so grateful. I can't even tell you. Okay, so hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'm about to get my great-grandson. He's 4 years old, and he's coming to spend the night, and I'm so excited. It's fun to be around little kids when you get older, at least for me. It kind of brings the life back in you. Puts the life back in you, I guess. Okay, so hope you all have a great day. Thanks again for coming. I will be back, so watch for me. Bye now.